The Martinsville Fire Marshal's Office is seeking help from local residents to solve two arson investigations currently open in the city of Martinsville. The first of these involves a vehicle that was burned outside of an abandoned industrial building on Liberty Street. The second incident involves the former Fastenal hardware location in uptown Martinsville. Star News reporters spoke with Fire Marshal Ted Anderson about both of these ongoing investigations.
The two cases we're going to talk about today, obviously, is the vehicle behind us. This arson occurred last week, which would have been August 9th, and the other one we're going to speak of would have happened June 18th, which involved an actual building. This particular fire here, police officers were made aware that a vehicle had burned on the morning of August 9th. Deputy Fire Marshal Byers and myself responded and found the vehicle as you see. So the fire occurred somewhere within that night, either early morning of August 9th or late night of August 8th. Due to the seclusion of the vehicle, it was not reported until a local business owner was opening up.
Anderson says the vehicle was undergoing repairs at the time it was burned, and that all evidence points toward this being a case of arson.
When the Deputy Fire Marshal Powers and myself investigated, we always look for, right off the bat, accidental causes. Electrical sources, discarded cigarettes, someone burning close by, the engine running. There are a lot of accidental causes for vehicle fires. In this case, none of those factors were present. My understanding, the vehicle had been parked. It had some repairs done, and the repairs were not. The vehicle wasn't worth the repairs, basically, is my understanding of it. So it had been sitting here for a little while, and I guess it was just an opportunity for someone. We're really not sure at this point on the reason why. We'd like to think that someone has a good reason why, even in an accidental form. But at this point, without having any more information, we really need to speak to someone, preferably the person that knows the most about it, that could give us their reason why or any ideas that help us along the way.
The second arson case currently under investigation is that of the former Fastenal building in uptown Martinsville. A fire was set in late June of this year near the entrance of the structure, which burned a large wooden deck attached to the brick building.
The other property that we're speaking of was the old Fastenal building there uptown, and it was a wooden structure, just a porch that was burned on that building. Fortunately, there again, no one was injured during the blaze, but we've determined that one to be arson as well, and we're also looking for any leads. Anyone may have heard anything or seen anyone in the area on June 18th, the evening of that fire. Anything at all, any information that could help us point in the right direction would be greatly appreciated.
Anderson says that while he cannot divulge specific details about the evidence, it is clear that this fire was also intentionally set.
Same as with the vehicle fire, we look at all accidental causes first, such as electrical, someone cooking, outdoor burning, anything at all, discarded cigarette that could have caused the fire. We look at burn patterns as well that leads us to whether accelerants were used, whether it was normal combustibles, and totality of experience and training in that we eliminated all accidental causes as well. There were no accidental ignition sources in that area.
Anderson says that tips from citizens often lead to solving mysterious cases like these, and he hopes that anyone with valuable information will come forth and help solve these cases.
At this point, we're reaching out. We don't have any eyewitnesses that we can speak of. We do have some folks that we've talked to that are pointing us in the right direction, but at the same time, the more information that we can gather to help point us in the best direction and to narrow the search down would save us a lot of time and save the taxpayers a lot of money as well, because we do take these very seriously. We want to give anybody involved the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, one of our biggest roles is to protect the community and may even make them feel safe, even if they're not in jeopardy. At this point, I do not feel that anyone is. These were structures, no one was around, they were not of significant value, but at the same time, anytime there is a fire, we want to address it very seriously and very quickly.
The Martinsville Fire Marshal's Office is seeking help from anyone who may have information that can bring these investigations to a close. Anyone with information relevant to either one or both of these investigations should call the Martinsville Fire Marshal's Office directly at 276-403-5202. For Star News, I'm Scott Coleman reporting.